not in the best health wise, but we know that there's a time that's gonna come, and I send them off right. Is it too late to, talk about policies and things for them?
Depending upon their age, it may be, but we can discuss that. But there is a policy for every facet of one's life. But then there is a limitation on that age.
Okay, okay. And when you look at that, and the types you're talking about, because there's some where there's no medical requirements. And that's not a term though, is it? Yes,
no, that is a whole life policy.
Whole life.
And there is some limitations on those types of policies. Most of them, there is a limitation as to when the policy will pay. You might be refunded your premiums if you don't live past a certain time.
Got you.
I was gonna say, yeah, I know that the health challenges is one of the things that a lot of times policies are like, is it pre-existing
conditions, yes. But they have to be very serious conditions. Most times terminally, terminal conditions that you cannot get a policy.
Okay.
You are going to pay an extra premium for those if you do have some type of health condition.
Well, one thing I don't want to do is be selling t-shirts for Pops when it's time to go for him. If not,
I was gonna say I had the GoFundMe set up ready for you.
Oh, did you for real?
No, I'm.
Okay.
Why you Valerie?
Well, no, Mike will be able to help you.
Oh, I know.
But it's real important that you start to plan. Don't think that it won't happen. Don't think because you're not gonna die. At some point, it's gonna happen. I know we don't like to talk about it, but it's a fact of life. And planning is so important. I was just reading something on my Facebook page today, and a young lady was saying how she was stressing out because her parents presented paperwork to her that they wanted her to understand what life insurance she had and where all the documents were, and she was stressing out. She said, I just laid it on my computer, couldn't deal with it. I said, thank God that your parents are planners.
Right.
Thank God that they don't want to leave you in a situation where you don't know what's going on, where you got to run and you got to try to find papers at the last minute, and you can't grieve for your parents. So kiss your parents, love on them, take those papers, look through them, and then put them away in a safe place.
It's one of the things that's good. I mean, luckily my parents did the same thing. So that stuff is kind of taken care of, because I want to be able to grieve. I don't want to have to rush through that process.
Because it becomes a business. Like when you're in charge of all of that stuff, you won't have that time, because now you're trying to put all the business together, and if you ain't planning for it, that becomes a burden. Trust me, I know. It happened to my sister, it happened to my mom, it happened to my nephew. You're the one that's sitting at the funeral home trying to decide how much to pay and all this kind of stuff. It gets a little costly when it comes to burying a family member or burying somebody, period.
Costly and emotionally trying. Because you want that time for families to come together. You want to love on each other. You don't want to be fighting about how much you got to pay and who can't pay and why you can't pay, and and the funeral home is sitting there looking at you and says, this has got to be paid for.
Who got the checkbook?
Exactly. So don't make that a stressful time, because it doesn't have to be.
Your little cousin Lonnie trying to put a sponsorship ad on the tombstone with his new record company. I'm like, what?
I know, right?
Yeah, that's how they didn't do that. I'm just joking. He didn't do that. But now that information is important. And the thing we always talk about is we never talk about it with the family. We never had these conversations at the dinner table. We are afraid to talk about it, especially when it comes to life insurance, when it comes to regular insurance, finances, whatever. We get away from it. But do you see more people now coming in more educated before they come and sit down and talk with you?
Yes, and thank God at this point, at this juncture in my career, I'm seeing more people wanting to have those conversations about financial stability. And that's so important. We need to start talking to our children at a very young age, helping them to understand economics, helping them to understand finance, so they can appreciate that money that you don't see, that you don't, and those things that you can't feel and you can't touch. Value is not always in the tangible items. most importantly, they're in the intangible items.
The Valerie Randolph Agency. You can check her out, 1995 Windy Hill Road. You can visit the website, therandolphagency.com, to check her out. Consultations, call her, quotes. You can do all of that stuff. Or you can just visit the office, 1995 Windy Hill Road, Smyrna, Georgia, 75 North. Get off at Windy Hill, bust that left when you come up off that expressway right there, shout it. And then go down about 1.7 miles. She right there on the right hand side. If you get to that golf course though, you gotta bust that U-turn and come
because you went a little too far.
Yep. And then hit that little gas station right there too. That gas station, they got the Orbis gum be on sale all the time.
Thank you, Michael. We appreciate all the details. Thank you.
That's
amazing.
Have another guest coming up downstairs.
I'm like, did he say bust
that left? Yo.
He's exactly right. When you turn, stop at the gas station.
That's right.
Pick up the Orbis gum. I cannot chew gum. I don't even try. It's just a disaster.
They say that it's actually not good. Like if you have bad breath, they say that you shouldn't chew gum. Like a lot of times people think that it masks it. It really,
The sugar adds to it.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, I did hear that if you are driving and you've been drinking, that you shouldn't chew gum either, because it helps pull the liquor out of your system. But mustard, this is what somebody told me. I don't really know from firsthand use, you know what I mean? Like, this is really what a cop actually told me. That mustard and peanuts mask it. And I was like, I'm not trying to mask that anything.
What does it do for the air?
I know, right? I do not
We
know.
have another guest coming in.
AKA town.
Hey, Shatona, how are you? Good morning.
Second, okay.
Right, I got that right? Shatona? Okay, all right.
We're going to talk about the history when we come back.
Sure.
You ready for Saturday?
Oh yeah.
Good.
This was better than mine last night.
I'm glad I.
Andria.
Andria. That's an I.
Okay. Exclamation point.
No, it's an I. I got it. Andria.
I don't
Did
know.
you put O in?
I put a U.
That's like Pacific.
Right, exactly.
AKAs is funny.
Duh.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Today's show is being brought to you by Valerie Randolph and the Randolph Agency. Shout out to the Randolph Agency. Y'all open right now? What time y'all open? 9 o'clock, right?
9 o'clock.
Y'all
No,
got
8:30.
8:30. Uh-oh, almost.
I was trying to give them a 30 minutes.
I'm about to say, what time you
8:30.
get there?
No, Valerie. Yeah.
About that. She
gonna
like
call
Brian.
She gonna call at 8:30. She gonna be, ain't nobody gonna be there. She be like, oh, you said 9 o'clock. We heard you.
Right?
We heard you. Hey, it's going down.
Whoop,
This
whoop.
weekend celebrating 110 years. The AKAs are taking over Cobb Galleria starting on this Saturday. You go to, no, this Friday. I'm sorry,
Friday.
this
Uh-oh,
Friday.
don't get it wrong now.
Nah, of course not. First and the finest, boy. What?
Alpha in the beginning, alpha in the end.
Yeah. About to round up some
Don't
of my
get it
partners. Come hang out at the Galleria. Myself, Langston Hughes, Dr. Charles Drew, Frederick Douglas. Nah, Frederick Douglas be yelling all the time. Like, he be messing up the
His
party.
hair might take over.
He ain't no good wingman. Like, why don't you just go holler at her? Come on, Fred.
He ain't no good wing. I mean, she right there. I mean, as you know.
He's talking all loud. Hey, it's going down. The history. Let's talk about these 110 years.
Sure. Happy to talk about that. You know, Alpha Kappa Alpha is the first and the finest. It was the first college sorority created by and for African American women. Ethel Hegemon, who was our principal founder, was born like 22 years after slavery. Isn't that something?
Wow.
And she had this vision. Can you imagine 16 women in that era having the vision to create what we have today? It has lasted through 11 decades. Scholarship, service, and sisterhood. It's phenomenal when you think about the beginnings of where we came from and how it's lasted, transcended time. And so our current international president is Dorothy Buchanan Wilson. She's out of forgotten.
It's okay. You good?
Was she there?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And her current program initiatives are just a continuation of what we were doing in the beginning. We've been doing the same thing over all of these decades. Her current initiatives include educational enrichment, health promotion and awareness, family strengthening, environmental ownership, and global impact.
Gotcha. Let me ask you how the ladies have changed over the years coming into AKAs. Have you seen a difference? Like I talked about coming in more educated about it. Some of us come up, most of the stories I hear, they hear the family members that have done it. Are they coming in just like, you know what, I saw it, I've never had a family member in it, but this is the part of sorority I want to be with?
I think that, you know, with the current information age, people have access to so much more information. I think, you know, in previous years and previous generations, the information was passed from family member to family member, but now people can get the information, you know, on the internet and just talking with people. So people do come to the table more informed, but of course we are still a sorority and we have traditions and protocols and all kinds of things that we expect for people to follow.
Just go get up in here. Look, she was so sweet when she did it.
Right.
Not at all.
But we are looking for the best to be involved in Alpha Kappa Alpha. As the first sorority, we have a standard of excellence that we aspire to, and we want our members to do the same.
Hey, I love how they try to do that little reality show with the sorority. Y'all was like, nope, nope, we will boycott every commercial on here. Them things, they pull that show so quick.
They were like, no.
I don't even think they checks cleared fast enough for they were like, nope, not today. Hey, it is going down 110 years. That's how long they've been doing AKA Alpha in the front. Alpha in the back. Yeah, first and finest is Michael and Joy. Michael Joy.
Alpha in the front, Alpha in the back.
Who brought that, sis?
The first.
AKA. Okay, I'll just.
No, not you. That was
I know, but
you brought
I mean,
that,
consider it
sis.
she.
You brought that. You broke that down.
Right, then got all upset like I can't remember.
Right.
We got you.
Good morning. We have some new people joining us. My eyes not working real well.
You know that's the one right beside you was for your phone.
Well, it's just
I know, but I'm just saying in general.
Thank
Hold
you.
up, that's my
Thank you.
gift. You can't just open up my stuff.
She said Michael and Joy.
No, it was real specific for Joy.
It was real what?
Specific.
I don't even know what that word means.
Yeah, if I said specific, you would.
This is our last segment. Can it be letting members call in and give a shout out to the chapter?
Yeah, they can do that now.
And I want to tip out and call in first,
Okay.
because I think it just needs, you know, how
Yeah,
to
some
manage
extra
that.
Oh, you can get kind of bossy.
Who was that, Linda?
Who do you think he's talking about, Joy?
Himself.
Always talking about me.
He's talking about himself.
Sean, we're going to the top today, Sean.
Yeah, I hope he heard that.
Oh, yeah, so that is the caramel, salted caramel.
Yeah.
That was just a waffle something.
Oh, I'm
Waffle
texting
caramel.
it.
It's just a variety of
All
different
of
ones.
them.
Joy.
Maybe if you eat the waffle part, that can kind of be like your breakfast.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Whatever you say.
You want to sell it that way?
Michael, you ain't got
Marketing.
enough points for that, Michael.
I'm fresh with points today. All I've had was water. That's it.
What kind of diet are you on?
On that Weight Watchers
Weight
shopping.
Watchers.
I was
This weight go
200.
down.
I was 270 pounds.
Girl, don't fall for that.
Let
Let that go.
It would look good if I was 270, right?
Don't fall
Don't
for
fall
that.
for the
I can see Michael walking all the way down.
Tired.
Michael enjoy it.
Tired all the time.
Breathe like.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Right.
Michael enjoy the morning. Whew. I'm tired. No, I'm just
I was
joking.
gonna say,
MichaelJoy.com. Hey, we come
it's an inside
back.
joke.
We got some new faces in the building. We're going to see what's going on behind us. It's Michael Enjoy the morning. MichaelJoy.com. Wake up, let go. Yeah, she can move over. Y'all expecting 2,000 people this weekend?
That's correct.
Wow.
They've done an awesome job.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. This is probably the largest one we've ever
Hard to
had.
say
But
no.
we're celebrating big numbers. We don't have big numbers.
That's right. It's about to be a disaster.
About to say, see.
Yeah, don't spill the cupcakes, because I might have to steal one on my way out the door.
I know, right?
Michael face
For breakfast.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
the
Let that fall.
Eventbrite Black. I'll just look at Black History.
ATL,
You have the link for it?
Right there.
ATL,
She
Black
was in the hospital for,
Expo.
she had
Okay.
15 to 20 surgeries. It was rough.
I see it. Black women in history. I want to post the link though.
So you both go to the gym, right? You both go
I
to the
walk
gym.
through it sometimes.
Uh,
I like to ride my bike
Bike.
more than
stationary or real?
a real bike. But I have it stationary in the house since it's cold
Okay.
from 1 to 5 Saturday.
those temperatures are different from Nashville.
Yeah. Is it?
Warmer here.
Yeah.
It's warmer here?
Yeah. But even though it's the same temperature though.
That's the most important.
That's interesting.
Figuring it out, deciding what you want to do.
Oh, I know what I want to do.
That's
I'm
interesting.
just trying to get it in the schedule.
Is the sun out there? Is the sun shining?
Because
Not yet.
In Nashville?
in the evening, it's not okay. Something's
When I
gonna
left
always
it
come
was,
up.
yeah,
Mhm.
yesterday.
So I was like, okay. And I'm not that morning person.
I've gotta get it in the schedule in the morning as well, but my problem is, right now, I'm up so late at night, I don't wanna get up in the morning. So I gotta work it in the morning so that I'll cut off on the evening, cause I'll be, out of energy, and, to work itself out, but I haven't got it. So I gotta figure it out. I know.
Coming back?
I'm glad I found your event on Eventbrite.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelAndJoy.com. News came out yesterday that the NFL's Thursday night football isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Fox signed a 5-year deal with the league for the rights to broadcast Thursday night games starting with the 2018-2019 season. Now, it's the longest broadcast deal for Thursday football since they began airing NFL on NFL Network back in 2006. Now, the move cements the midweek games for the schedule despite criticisms from players who feel the weekly game has led to increased injuries. Because you think about it, just played on Sunday, you turn back around and play on Thursday. The deal will give Fox an additional 7 games per season, with the games running from week 4 to 15. Now, Fox already airs Sunday NFC games. The Thursday night football games will air on Fox as well as the NFL Network and on Fox Deportes. It's kind of like the Fox Telemundo of the industry. Other new deal, though, Fox will be able to air its games on mobile phones for the first time. So you'll be able to look at the game on your phone. And despite a drop in ratings last year, the NFL still earns the most viewers of anything on television, even though they had a drop. So what does that mean? A lot of people watch football. And shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots and Tom Brady and his crew. Super Bowl's this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Going down. There was a story out of Philadelphia. The bus driver, he was a bus driver, been driving buses for 36 years. The kids and the parents put together, they raised $5,000 to send him to the Super Bowl.
And so he said he gonna keep half the money and just take the bus over.
And then on top of that, they put him on the schedule to work Sunday, so just mess his whole little day up.
I'm gonna say, well, what had happened was, you know, they also said that they're not gonna grease the poles in Philadelphia, so that, you know, sometimes they'll climb up the poles or whatever. I don't know. Philly went crazy when they realized that they were going to the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, over in New England,
right, it's not every
they were like, we
year,
used to this.
Right. Oh yeah, 6 rings. Okay, just something new.
Can you stop the snow?
You said grease the pole.
Yeah.
You know the AKAs in here, right?
I mean, they just climbing up the pole. We're not talking about strippers. We're talking about just people that are excited and they might climb up the pole in Philadelphia to celebrate.
Oh, I thought like the stripper couldn't fall down the
No,
pole.
this ain't got. I didn't say nothing about strippers. Where's your mind at?
It's the candy cakes.
Boy, whatever.
Book, Crown Events.
Hello.
Is the Instagram. Shatona is in the building. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Shatona?
You said
I am great.
the weather is different here in Atlanta?
I'm loving Atlanta.
Really?
Black people everywhere.
Everywhere, right?
I'm just loving it.
Amen.
Positive Black Woman is the t-shirt. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, yeah, I'm a professional event planner. I plan Black Women's Expos, conferences, and retreats. And this weekend, we are here on our 5th retreat, and we're doing a Black Women's Expo at the Greenbrier Mall.
Nice. Shout out to Greenbrier Mall.
Come on.
Atlanta, boy. It's my hood.
In history event this
That's
weekend.
what I'm talking about. Now, you know, speaking of history, the first Chick-fil-A restaurant, would you by chance know where that is?
No.
You just said it.
Greenbrier.
Greenbrier Mall, yeah.
Yeah, she was like, I live in
yeah, it's the first ever. People get it confused because it was the Dwarf House that started down in Hateville. That's not a Chick-fil-A, it's
They
a
are
Dwarf
two
House.
separate.
When Truett Cathy opened up the Chick-fil-A, he put it in Greenbrier Mall. It's still standing right there.
Wow, that's great.
Just get yourself to go. Just go in, get out. But shout out.
We want you to stay in this.
I was going to say, well, Saturday we want you to stay because we're going to talk about Black
Tell us
women
about the
in
event,
history.
though.
Yeah, so actually it was, I do Black Women's Expos, but it was my daughter's advice to do a history expo since it's in February. So we're actually, instead of just selling things, we're going to be teaching at our booths. So each one of us is going to have some history about someone that came before us to honor them. It's like, you know, if you do hair, there was somebody that did hair before you. You know, if you're an author, a poet. And so we want to be able to teach the kids so it's a family event.
I think y'all should have a hot comb out there. Somebody do it. Hey, y'all been them hot comb days?
Might still, but some people still use them things.
Oh, do they
With a
really?
little oven, they
Selling,
still
that's
stick.
right.
They still stick that thing in there.
Boy, you
Don't
come
touch that.
You think Mama cooking breakfast? Boy, that's your little sister hair on fire. Her neck burning.
Mama makes that sizzle sound.
Right.
It ain't bacon. Baby.
Right, it's not bacon. It is not. It is going down this Saturday.
That's right.
This Saturday. So you guys gonna be throughout the mall.
That's right.
I
The
love
Macy's stage.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I gotta come out to Greenbrier.
Whoop, whoop.
I see you this
Well,
Saturday.
we also one of the exciting things is you were looking for vendors, and
Right.
so talk about some of the vendors that you're also going to have this weekend.
Yeah, so we're celebrating all in entrepreneurs. So, you know, from artists to authors to people that make their own products. I mean, I just really love the uniqueness of the people that are coming. So it's not a lot of direct sales, but it's people that have actually invented things and have created something themselves and would like to put it on display.
I'm excited. She
Congratulations.
was like, man, I'm doing this in Atlanta. Forget Nashville.
For real.
Oh, well, I'm doing it.
I mean, I know. I know. But it's
But
also
the
kind of cool
love
that
here
you.
is just amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so like over 1,300 people have signed up to come.
Yeah,
So it's
That's what I'm
just,
talking about.
Look, those good numbers.
Rock that thing out.
Come on,
Hey,
Shevawn.
we'll tell you more about it. Don't go nowhere. You know what? We're going to open up these phone lines too, boy. 110 years and counting. The
Whoop,
first
whoop.
and the finest. Call and rep your sorority. Tell us your chapters and all that good stuff. 678-613-5857. Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Can y'all do that sound for me? Don't you have a sound?
Oh, y'all gotta be real specific
We
when y'all do it. You know the little ski thing.
That's how I didn't want to mess
Let
with
us
ski
pray.
week.
Yeah, let us pray.
How does
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Y'all
Well,
don't do that no more?
whoops. She said,
They don't do that no more?
That's
It's
the
too
younger,
early in the morning.
the millennials.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the millennials?
It's a time and a place for everything.
Okay.
Mhm.
The
They not
clown-
stepping
we
in
don't do
here,
that.
so
Right,
you know.
exactly.
So slow down. You know, they said it's excellent.
We set it off this morning.
So you said it was too early. I said, let me crank this thing up.
Oh,
My
Lord.
sister.
Hey, Ray,
Yes.
what tippy time? Hey, TM Prince. What up, Elam? Elam said, I see some AKAs in the house.
That's right.
Hi, Mommy. Hey, Sarah. Hey, S. Lewis G. Russell, Kim, B. and Marie,
Uh-oh, they got a
Joseph, the B Firm PR,
Hey,
the real Ashley
that's the
Womack, Chef Jay on.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Hey, Cyrus, all in.
Those
Cool
earphones, you can
kids.
hear them on the phone.
Hear the question that we're gonna ask.
Joy, say hi to my people.
Hey, Jeanette. What up, Brian? Hey,
I'll come back
Bubba
1 minute.
Diggs. Hey, Kay Walden. Tyrants, Julia, Earl, Garad, Lonze,
Can you hear?
Gary.
No, you're just
Jazzy.
sitting there right
Oh,
there.
okay.
Whoop whoop. Good morning.
Flip phone.
Remember them, huh?
I got you.
I'm about to come back, call her online.
And I sent you the link to the YouTube page too.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. It is going down this weekend. The AKAs are taking over the Cobb Galleria starting this Friday. We asked you to call in and rep your sorority, and guess what? Y'all responded. Trap phone, hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right.
We're looking forward to seeing you, Sora.
And also, let me give a shout out to Upsilon Alpha Omega chapter in Lawrenceville, Georgia, where we serve Gwinnett County. We have over 300 chapter members that are serving our community.
That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations to you.
Okay, so I can't let my chapter go
Uh-oh.
unannounced. I want to give a shout out to the Phi Phi Omega chapter in Alpharetta, Georgia, with over 160 members. Kim Slaughter is my chapter president, so I just want to give a shout out to them. We're excited and looking forward to seeing our Phi Phi Omega chapter members at this weekend's event, Metro Atlanta Founders Day.
Whoop whoop.
We just had a soror call in from Phi Pi Omega and Valerie Randolph in the house repping Phi Pi Omega.
Hey, it's two
And
of
we just
y'all.
had one call in. I'm representing that South View clip up in Oxford Hill, Maryland, Southern Avenue. Shout out to Treetop, Super Size Mike. What?
I was gonna
Now
say,
we doing
yeah,
this?
nah,
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't say it like that either.
No, and you, Joy, guys, I don't know if you know, Joy is a graduate of the Hampton University.
Woo-hoo!
Hampton, you didn't pledge, did you?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. I ain't gonna say nothing. I had like 4 jokes to put right there.
Mhm. My mom pledged, but
Okay.
I didn't pledge. I don't know. I just didn't feel the urge or the need.
Yeah.
You know.
Can we make?
I mean, but I love the AKs.
Yeah.
You know, I work with the AKs all the time when I go back home for Hampton for homecoming. We always get together. It's somebody's anniversary every year, so we get together and we take over the yard and we take photos and
There you
you
go.
know I love everything
Gamma
that they're
Theta
doing.
chapter.
Gamma
Hey!
Theta.
Where
What?
they
All the
go?
chapters, boy. Tell us a recap on this weekend starting on Friday. Where will we be?
All right, on Friday, we will be having our Pink Goes Red event. Again, this is a celebration and in partnership with the American Heart Association, so we will have a lot of heart healthy activities. On Saturday, we will come together, 2,000 Alpha Kappa Alpha members to celebrate and honor our founders, and then on Sunday we worship together at various service areas around Metro Atlanta.
There you go. And I gotta say, like, I always ask people who is the event for, but it's for AKA members, correct?
Yes, once a year we celebrate our chartering, and so this year, as I mentioned, all 15 graduate chapters and 10 undergraduate chapters will come together to celebrate Metro Atlanta Founders Day. In my chapter, Upsilon Alpha Omega, we're the host chapter this year.
Oh, okay, I got you. That's why you're doing all
That's
the
why
PR
you're doing
stuff.
all the
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We're so honored and we're so grateful, and we just look forward to all the stores coming this weekend.
Well, you know, if you would have went down to them other radio stations, they would have kicked y'all out at like 7:09.
She was like, which is why she's here. Thank you
with
very
Mike.
much.
Hey, we come back. We're going to play some this or that. I'm going to tell you about the latest Monopoly game that is out. And I had a story that I had. It would have been a great story for today, but because of my guest, I'm just going to hold on this for
Okay,
just Friday.
thanks. We appreciate that.
Because you know I would have turned it up in here.
Turn it down. No. We good.
Michael
And while we're at it, shout out to the
MichaelJoy.com.
AKA_MAFD on Twitter.
Yes.
Nope. It is a good store. We'll wait till tomorrow.
So I'm texting everybody and group me and blast texting
You
all
coming
my
back
friends
into
and
this
so
match?
on to my
No,
phone.
not right now.
Like we just want to get them. I think people are listening in and not really following.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
It ain't not now. Shatona.
Right, February
SP Young.
14th.
SP Young 00, and then Shatona.
My printer is not working.
Thank you.
In the studio with two.
I would have went downstairs and printed out, but it got too late. No, I went and bought.
Network, I help you.
I was out of ink. I go to Target to buy some ink.
Okay, hold on, we're in the break.
I get back, I got my box of ink.
About 40.
I'm looking, like the box says it right. This head had 2 and they don't have 1. I opened it up, the little paper was already torn. I put the ink in. It was used, like they stole it. They put a used one in there.
You know, I bought 2 and they would not work.
They might have been
thinking
used.
something was wrong with the printer.
They might have been used. And they put it back in the box. Yep. Stole it. Yeah. So go back
Things
in.
aren't cheap.
They not.
And you know,
I was
teachers
mad.
can only write off $250. One of them cartridges cost $76.
Right.
You got a call, Sean? It's a call. Okay.
And now with the ones that you can't
Are we coming
print.
back?
Oh, you gotta have all of
You got
them
a song?
together.
You got a song? Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. In case you missed birthdays today, Harry Styles is celebrating a birthday. Ronda Rousey, Lisa Marie Presley, Big Boy of Outkast.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore celebrating a birthday. Garrett Morris. Yep, he's still here. 81 years old. Happy birthday live like I do, but y'all remember him from Martin. The DJ. I mean, you know, he ran the station. I say he was the Sean Prime of Martin.
Gotcha.
Garrett Morris
About to
does his
say
thing. This weekend is
definitely.
going down at Greenbrier Mall. Who is the event for at Greenbrier Mall this weekend?
It is a family event, but we are celebrating Black women in history and our present. So we're coming together. We're trying to bridge that generation gap and bring women together to celebrate and entrepreneurs as well.
When we look at some of the African American females in our generation, in history, some of the first people that come to mind: Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth. Who are some of those other women that continue to inspire you today, 2018?
Well, you know, I think we need to look at those women, but we also need to look at today and see who's inspiring us, because we can't just look to history without looking to today and see, because we're making history every day.
Every single day. Shout out to Omarosa.
Who do you look towards? I mean, shut up, Michael. It's like I look towards Miss Oprah. I think everybody looks towards her. Michelle Obama. Who are a couple other ladies that you feel like are making a difference right now?
Well, I definitely look at Oprah. I was actually interviewed on the first station that she ever had a job.
Nice.
WVOL in
Nice.
Nashville.
Wow.
A week or so ago. And it's funny, I was making a vision board and I put her on there. You know, so it's like And also just, women like you that, are inventors.
I'm gonna take my credit now. While you doing it,
the women that are doing it for themselves, because you can't, depend on a job these days. So just being able to invent and create for yourself.
And what we have to do is we have to get these images of what programming wants us to think when we look at. Why you look at me like that, sis? I was setting you up. I was giving you time.
She trying to figure out where he's going. Exactly. We both looking at you like.
We gotta stop what programming wants us to think a role model is, especially when we look at reality show television or we look at some of the entertainers out there. It's more than just entertainers that motivate our
role models
today. You know what I'm saying? Would you agree?
I would agree with you 100%. I mean, I think that we interact with and look up to, who are doing things that we aspire to do. Yes. That's how we move forward, is to see examples of what it is that and even dream bigger than that. So I think a lot of times we're held back because we don't see examples of people who look like ourselves doing the things that we think that we want to do. But it is important that we do that we look around and touch. And not only is it important that we look, but it's also important that the people who are doing those things reach back and mentor the people who want to do the things that they're doing.
Exactly.
Lift while you climb.
There's nothing better. There's nothing better that has someone that motivates you, that they know they do it, and you can talk to them. You don't have to talk to them every day, but they know you're watching because you want to aspire to that. And to me, it sounds like these 110 years, that's what the sorority has done for a lot of people, because everybody says, we asked 1,000 women, they became AKAs because
women have led throughout history. And so we stand as an example of excellence in the way that we attempt to do everything that we do. And so we are excited to lead the way, to have been the first, because everybody else came behind us and emulated what it is that we wanted to do. And it's been a successful model for all of the Divine Nine.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop. First and finest, boy. I tell you, as a matter of fact, we got one of the first and finest on the line right now. Trap phone. Good morning. Hello. Yeah, that was a cue. I set you up real good, and you didn't even come in on your cue, sister. Hello. That's all right. She not there, Sean? Can you hear?
Hello.
Hey there.
Oh, it looked like she hung up.
Hold on. Let's see. Did we set it up? Oh yeah, they hung up. Yeah, it's
hung up.
No, I tried to set that thing up. It worked fine though.
Well, shout out to you.
Yeah, thank y'all very much. I appreciate that.
Good morning. I was gonna say, well, shout out to whoever it was on the line that was calling in to support the AKAs, and you can follow them on Twitter at AKA_MAFD.
Hey, when we come back, we're gonna play some this or that. We're gonna put somebody in the hot seat. Yup.
She was like,
yes, I am. It's Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com.
Whoop whoop.
Who got scared?
That was actually Sarah Sheila. She's like, I just left
This is
a
Swagoo. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Paper Chaser. Hey, Gucci Good. Left a message. Bless her heart.
Thank you, Joy, for rescuing me. I'm like, where's he going? Where do I need to be?
I know. I was like, we ain't know where
I'm trying to let you slide up some. I want to go ask the question and tell.
I love her.
She was like, I left a message.
Sean. Sean.
She left a message. Are you book Crown events on Twitter too? Okay, all right.
That's what they say, you gotta be uniform.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, right. It makes it a whole lot easier.
Right.
Yep, it sure does. It sure does.
You can come on and bring them on top of this.
Okay.
Get ready.
We got one of your chapter sisters on the phone. Okay. Michael and Joy in the morning. I think we got this trap phone thing worked out. Trap phone, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Whoop whoop.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for calling in. Who are we speaking with? Who are we speaking with?
Hey, Sarah Tracy.
Hey, Tracy. How are you? You're up early. Yes, thank you for joining us and supporting Metro Atlanta Founders Day.
Michael and Joy, thank you for the support. Y'all so funny. Hey! Like, we did like y'all on the phone talking to him for real.
And then all of a sudden when Valerie found out who it was, like the hey change. Oh, now I know who it is. Oh, I love it.
And we know the Stonewalls are not shy. I don't know, everybody's all, they're following online, but they're not.
No, you
It's
good,
like
sis.
people have a problem with hearing themselves.
Sometimes.
This is that coming up. 1 minute.
Well, undergrad, to the
Hold on,
University of Tennessee.
we got to do it in the next one.
Okay.
She got to answer the question. She got to answer the question.
But here, I'm a part of the mega chapter for the Lord.
Okay.
And this is on my whole initiative.
What college you go to?
Tuskegee and Howard.
What about you?
I went to this.
The Joy.
Well, I'm originally from Memphis.
Oh, okay. I haven't been to Memphis. I'm going there too.
You should definitely take your expo there. You know, Memphis,
Sean, we
our
can do
culture
it.
is a little different. We don't have
We can do it when we come out of it. How much time we got in this one?
This one, yeah. All right, come back.
Yeah, so there's already.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you for starting with that.
We back, sis. Michael and Joy in the morning at michaelandjoy.com. Shout out to Monopoly. The makers of Monopoly have announced the introduction of the Cheaters version of the classic property board game later this year. Now, they say it will perfectly suit players who since time immorally have tried to avoid paying rent when they landed on Park Place or have been known to help themselves to a little extra money when nobody was looking from the bank. Now, the new version is called Monopoly Cheaters Edition. Now, and features 15 cheat cards that require players to carry out certain tasks, like for instance, like stealing from the bank, construction unlawfully, like putting hotels up when nobody's looking. Like, hold up,
You
where
know
that
good
hotel
and well
come
you
from?
ain't have that hotel.
Not paying for rent. You know, you land on somebody's thing and you try to move, or even moving somebody else's pieces without getting caught. So you know how they sitting on that Vermont, and then you just move them to the little green North Carolina jump, and you got like 4 hotels on there that you cheated and built, and that's like $900 rent right there. It's going to be available in the U.S. and the U.K. Coming out later on this year. I think I'm going to have to get that. I like Monopoly.
I do like Monopoly.
We
think
played
that it's
Monopoly
fun.
Thanksgiving. We did our Thanksgiving dinner. We played Monopoly. Like, I was out in like 30 minutes. Like, I totally forgot how to do Monopoly. I was buying up everything before you know it.
Get all the
I
money.
was
I
broke.
was gonna say, and then all of a sudden you was like, "Hey, look, yo, let me get a loan."
I did that.
Sorry, we don't give loans.
I had to start selling my property back to the bank. Like, I was terrible. Like,
Y'all ain't got PayPal?
I was like, man,
Oh,
what
poor
changed?
thing.
Maybe I was cheating back then.
I was
Maybe
gonna
that's
say,
how I was so
well,
good.
you know,
Right.
That is just
me.
for you, Michael.
So shout out to Monopoly. And you and Brenton love board games.
I was gonna say we love board games. We love Uno. Now the new Uno has a card where they can actually think of something that they want you to do.
Oh, nice.
So like you might have to pull a card till you get like a red 5.
Got you.
You end up with half the day.
Then they hit you with that skip, draw 2, skip,
Draw 4,
change
draw
color,
4, draw 4, all at the same time. I'm like, you know what? This ain't fair no more.
She said, I did.
You got half the day.
Right. So, but shout out to Monopoly for coming up with a little something creative. As a matter of fact, we got a game that we play here on the show, and it's very creative, and it gives us an opportunity to know our listeners a little better. The game is called This or That. Check this
Whoop
out.
whoop. Yep. You up.
You are the chosen one.
She did it.
You up, Miss Young.
Okay.
Shevawn.
Yes,
Shevawn.
Michael.
SB.
Michael and Joy in the morning at michaelandjoy.com. Shevawn, you are up because it is 110 years and counting. AKA's First and Finest. It is going down starting this Friday. We are going to shut the Cobb Galleria down. As a matter of fact, we're going to hit that pizza joint over there that me and Tasha used to go to. We had our first date over there. I had an ice house. You remember Ice House back in the day? Yeah, they're probably too young to know about that ice house. But this is a game we play
They
called
look
This
like
or That.
wine
right.
drinkers.
I know, right? Give me a glass of Merlot.
About to
What you
say,
talking about? Oh boy, beer. No.
drink the wine.
Wine and cupcakes. Wine and cupcakes. Yeah.
Cupcakes.
Where'd you grow up? Where you from originally?
I'm originally from Tampa, Florida.
From Tampa, Florida.
Yeah,
So
went to school in Nashville though.
in Nashville,
Oh,
got
wow.
you. Okay. So did you guys
Cool.
have y'all cereal on top of the refrigerator or the pantry growing up?
In the pantry.
Oh, they had a little money.
Was your mama AKA?
Little money.
She was.
Yeah,
You know, I grew up in Southeast DC. It was either on top of the refrigerator or in the refrigerator.
No, Michael. It was not. Was it in the refrigerator, or did you just say that because the other girl
No,
came on
Mama
here
had that
yesterday?
borax popping in the apartment.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she did.
Okay, all right.
All right, so this is how the game works. We knew you were coming on the show like 110 years ago because we knew this day was going to happen. So what we did was we created some questions and we answered the questions based on how we think you would answer it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a game between Joy and I. And as of yesterday, I think Joy is up 6-4. Joy is up this
Yep,
far.
that sounds
so
about
far.
right.
We started the 1st of January, so she's 6'4". Time for me to catch up and make a little room here, okay?
Or not.
And it's very simple. So you wake up in the morning, you got 2 boxes of cereal on the table. One is Frosted Flakes, the other is Captain Crunch. Which one are you choosing?
You just pick one.
Frosted Flakes.
All right, we both got that one. All right, how about this one? Cheetos or Cheese Puffs?
Cheese puffs.
Cheese Puffs
got
with
that
2.
wrong.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I did get that
Okay,
wrong.
thank you for being honest. That's what I'm talking about. Good partner right there. All right, how about this one? Mexican or Italian? And we're talking food, not men.
Italian.
Okay.
That's an inside joke right there.
Right.
I don't even know nothing about
Right.
that. That's
Okay.
That's
All right,
real.
we're not going there.
We talking about food. We talking about food.
Got you.
Let's turn these cameras off here.
Yeah.
All right. How about this one? Lemon pepper wings or hot wings?
Lemon pepper
Lemon
for me.
pepper. Okay, so 2-2. See how that works? 2-2. All right, here go one. McDonald's fries or Chick-fil-A fries?
Oh, McDonald's fries are
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
Before they took the beef.
That's
out.
right. Yeah. Shout out to the McDonald's fries. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a good one. Cruise vacation or destination vacation?
Destination.
You
No,
had
no,
that
no,
at first.
No. I picked that one. I had cruise and I marked it out.
Oh, that's what the scribbling on the top was? Okay.
Cruise is like confining.
Okay. It's 3-3 right now.
Okay.
Something
You
about
mean I
that
gotta
boat,
stay
huh?
on the boat?
Right. Until y'all stop.
Oh my God.
Your room is down there.
No,
I
her
wanna
room,
be
no,
up
her room
there.
is up there.
Hey, put these on while you at it.
Shout out
It's
to
cold
Black
down
History
here.
Yeah.
I'm just-
She was like, don't blame me, Michael.
Yeah.
Vegas or
Don't shame
Miami?
anybody. Oh, I'm sorry.
Vegas or Miami?
Miami for
Man,
me.
all right, we got that one. 4-4. It's a tie game so far. All right, here go a real hood question.
Valerie, check.
Tampa question. Grape Kool-Aid or red Kool-Aid?
I'm gonna go with grape.
Grape. Okay, bam, that put me
That's
up.
funny.
All right, so here we go.
That was real deep. I went real, she went real deep with that one. Okay. Well,
Listen, Kool-Aid stains the counter. You don't really want to be drinking Kool-Aid.
Imagine what it does to everything else, right?
Right.
I was about that red stain. Let's go with the.
oh, that's what, oh, okay, all right.
So the score is 5-4. I'm in the lead right
Y'all
now.
ain't got
But this
me.
is the bonus question, okay? And because we are celebrating the birth of one, who we celebrating the birth of? Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
The bonus
sure.
question is going to be worth 24 points today, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here's the deal. So the event is going down this weekend, right?
Exactly.
Where you guys going to be?
The Cobb Galleria.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, y'all doing y'all thing.
We're doing our thing Friday and Saturday at the Cobb Galleria, and on Sunday we're having community worship.
And it is going to be lit, as these young folks say, because you got 2,000 members coming in.
We have somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000.
Yeah,
is that correct?
something like that. Yeah, give or
we're-
take a few.
Yeah, but
give
you
or
know,
take
there
a
are
few.
going to be a lot of people hanging around who probably are really registered.
I
right?
bet. Right. But check this out now. After the weekend, you don't feel like driving home, right? So what we do is we hand you the trap phone. Everybody been calling on the trap phone. Now you got the trap phone. That's a trap phone right there. Don't be scared. It's just a burner
Okay,
phone.
I hadn't seen the flip phone in a while.
Yeah. You go down in that flip phone.
It's no minutes on it either.
Can't steal my information out of there, boy. You gotta be good to get that one. But here's the deal.
Ain't no photos in it.
Only one person can drive you home, though, right?
Okay.
Who are you gonna call to drive you home? Is it Frankie Beverly, Smokey Robinson, or Big Boy from Outkast?
Oh, we go
Who
with
you
Frankie
calling?
Beverly.
Frankie Beverly. Oh, hey, we come back. We gonna
Come on
wrap
with that
this
white
thing
hat.
up. It's Michael Joy in the morning. Let go.
I was gonna say, so we're gonna talk about how Joy won again. So what is it? 7-4.
4.
It don't matter. I got
Well, it
7.
does. You just asked.
I was gonna say, no, I knew how many I had. We had 7. Me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Happy to
So
help
people
my
have been
sister
calling
out.
in, but they said they couldn't hold because they're at the doctor's office trying
Oh.
to. They was like, I had to hang up.
That makes sense. Sorry,
That's when
guys.
you get that one. Hey, I was calling.
Cause she at work.
Right. That's when they win a prize.
Right.
We know you at work because you whispering.
Right. I'm a grown man. I just want some tickets to go see Migos. I don't, what?
Are you staying at that concert? Don't come back here.
Are you still selling tickets?
It's free to get in.
Oh, it's just for the
Oh, no, back.
people, the vendors. Gotcha.
Man, we can't get an extra song.
You just
Sean?
register on.
You get an extra song?
Oh, so-
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm posting the
Okay, thank you, bro.
the link on
Yeah,
our
break.
website.
Yes,
So I
no
just
problem.
want.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. When we come back, we're gonna tell you where you need to be this weekend. Yup, Michael and Joy in the morning. Let's go. Throw an extra song in there.
It's
I
almost
told you the
time.
wrong link. ATL History Expo.
I found
Good
it.
job.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, you know when you start
Appreciate
typing in Eventbrite, it'll tell you
Yeah, okay.
the name, and I remember Black Women in History. So I got you.
So you sponsor every week? Thursday. Every Thursday. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
So glad you can arrange that. You know about us. Appreciate that.
Always.
Oh, thank God. That's how I see your call.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Tasha will call you real quick.
Thank you.
Come on. You met them.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
So where you from?
Hampton, Virginia.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was born and raised there,
Right.
and I was a little bit younger, so my parents were like, "No, you're not going to Miami to go to college." I was like, "But Dad, it's only a 2-year school." He was like, "Even more reason why you will not be going down to Miami." No, ma'am, you gonna sit your butt right here. I'm not playing. And I had family that had went to Hampton prior to, so it made sense. I was 16 when I graduated high school, so he was like, "You're a little fast, but it's not."
My mom went there for a year and then she fell in love and
Oh.
went to FAM.
Oh, really? Okay. Was he down in FAM? I was like, hold on, how'd that work out?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
She fell in love and then had to move.
Yeah, she loved Hampton.
Okay, that's
My
funny.
grandmother and they talk about what a fabulous place it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably still is. But
I
back
don't
then
see
it
how
was like the
anybody
cream
gets
of the
anything
cream.
done.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful, especially in spring. Summer.
Yeah, because you'll come down there.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
hadn't ever been.
Yeah.
Come back.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. I want to thank
Whoop, whoop.
AKAs for hanging out with us today. Been such a great guest this morning.
We're so excited to be here with you.
Yes. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the AKAs that called in today that either were in a doctor's appointment or at work. It was like, man, I was
couldn't
hurry up
quite
and come to this phone.
hang on.
I got this
Thank you.
report that's due.
Thank you.
Oh, they're playing.
The mama's changing diapers.
Right.
Ain't nobody got time to be sitting on hold messing with you guys.
Sitting there with the phone like this. Man, I wish they hurry up.
Shout out to
Shout out
the
to
Metro
y'all.
Atlanta Founders Day, AKA_MAFD on Twitter and on Instagram.
One
Make
of
sure
the
you go follow.
AKAs say, I just left a message. 'Cause y'all was playing. Y'all just played my voicemail.
Thank you very much,
Yeah, we
sweetie. We
appreciate
gonna
it.
play that a little bit later.
Right. You gonna play it to everybody. It's all good.
I ain't got time to
All
mess
right,
with you.
as we reset this show, as we go finish up this Wednesday, one more time, just remind everybody where you will be this weekend.
All right, we will be celebrating 110 years Metro Atlanta Founders Day. We will be at the Cotton Galleria Friday, Saturday, Pink Goes Red on Friday, the luncheon on Saturday, and on Sunday we worship together. So thank you for having us.
You are so welcome. Valerie Randolph and the Randolph Agency. Valerie, you are the bomb.com. Do they still say that?
We do.
Oh, okay. Stand up for me, sis. I don't want to
You
bring
more
the microphone
importantly.
down.
Michael,
Why?
I'm not these guys.
Huh? Well, you been working out?
She was like,
You guys
yeah,
can-
what had happened
Stop grabbing the
was-
mic. I got you.
Okay.
Come on, Ike and Tina, get it together. Get it together over there.
Let me go get this cake anime.
I'm not eating cake, Mike.
You
I'm not eating cake. I work too hard.
Shout out to you, Valerie. Thank you
Shout
so
out to
very
AKA.
much.
Thank you for Michael and Joy and Sean and Sensation Radio Station for making this day happen. We really appreciate you. Thanks for
Whoop,
the support.
whoop.
And we can, you always can check out Valerie. She's here every Wednesday. No, what's today?
It's
Every
Thursday.
Every Thursday. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, sis. Hey, I just
She
keep
was like,
rolling.
look, ain't got nothing to do with
But you
me.
can go check out 1995 Windy Hill Road, Allstate. That is hers. You can call the office. They open up at 8:30, allegedly.
Yeah, 770-435-7667, Suite 17, 1995 Windy Hill Road.
And also, while you're getting your groove on with the AKAs, you can go down to Greenbrier Mall in my hood, Camilton Road, Ben Hill area. Go down. They got a great event. Tell us about the event and who the event is for.
So yes, it is the Black Women in History Expo, and it is for families to come down and learn about your history. The women, a lot of time in Black history, we don't focus on the women, and so we wanted to bring women to the forefront, and also their inventions and what we bring to the table.
Mhm.
So it's also going to be a lot of entertainment. So we have dancers, singers, poets, spoken word, you know, so just a lot of great entertainment as well.
That's what I'm talking about. And your Instagram, and for more information.
Yeah, so my Instagram is Book Crown Events. That's Twitter also as well, and Facebook. And they can also go on Eventbrite to get their complimentary ticket.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Hey, and I want to remind you guys that today, shout out to Dave over there at 4D Apparel. We are starting our campaign for little Deja. Deja Strong, we're calling it. Michael and Joy have partnered up with 4D Apparel and one of my good friends, Sean, and her daughter Deja. I mentioned earlier she was involved in a car accident on November 4th, 2017. She was crossing the street going to work to take care of her daughter. She was struck by not one but two vehicles, a pickup truck and a van. The van ran over her and drove her about 37 feet. Both drivers left the scene of the crime, the accident. And now Deja, the great thing about it is Deja is out of the hospital and she's at home now. And but the hard part is going through the recovery and the rehabilitation. You know how it is. You know, something happens in our family and everybody there that first week, boy, they bring in chicken plates and lasagna. You get tired of all that food, and then after all that dies down, nobody's there. So Michael and Joy wanted to do their part. We created these shirts, and once again, shout out to Dave, Deja Strong, because she has a long road to recovery and rehabilitation. And shout out to her mom, Sean. Sean is taking care of her now. She's not working right now, so if we can pay a mortgage, go get some of them groceries from Cub Food or something to help lighten the load with what Deja and her are going through right now. We're gonna do our part.
Pay a hospital bill.
There you go. All the proceeds, minus the cost. You had to disclose that. But all the proceeds will go to Sean and Deja, and what we'll do is we'll just shoot her the money whenever we get something in. Blah blah blah. But we're gonna do our part and make sure that we help out Sean and love Deja. Deja, get strong, girl. You're gonna be alright. You better come down here and do some radio with her one day.
I know.
What?
She's so sweet.
Who's so sweet? I'm so sweet. Thank you.
I said she.
Oh, I think you're talking about me.
She.
What's today? Thursday. Tomorrow's
Today is
Friday.
Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday.
I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday today. If you missed any of today's show, you can go to michaelandjoy.com and check us out live. Well, it's not live because it's taped and then they can see. Y'all know what
Shout
I mean.
out to the YouTube page. Go ahead and hit subscribe while you're at it and watch a past show.
There you go. The AKAs is in the building. The first and the finest. Can I do that sound?
Alpha in the front and Alpha in the back.
Okay, I
And
can do
you
this.
definitely can't do the sound. You definitely can't
Let's
do the sound.
go.
Whoop whoop. That's a different.
No,
That's mine. I've been doing whoop whoop all morning now, y'all.
The lady on the phone did it. Did you hear what she did?
Oh, yeah, she did that.
That was me.
I started corporate. Hey, Ivan. Hey, Marika. Good morning, Mom. So for all the information for this weekend, you can go over to michaelandjoy.com to get all the information. And the event this weekend, Black Women in History Expo, is actually free, and it's going to be at Greenbrier Mall. So make sure that while you're out this weekend with your kids that you go by Greenbrier Mall and check out the expo. It's Black History Month, so the timing is perfect on learning about some of the people that have made pivotal and very important, who play very important jobs in the history for us, especially women, Black Women in History Expo. The link to the Eventbrite page is on michaelandjoy.com. You guys have an amazing day. From the top of my head to the soles of my feet, I ask that God watch over you, keep you, protect you, expand your territory and your capacity. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And just a little tidbit just for you. If you're there and you'd like to buy a joystick, you can buy one on the spot, joystick.com. But if you're in Atlanta and you'd like to pick one up, head over to Greenbrier on Saturday, 1 to 5, and you can check us out there. You can check us out at Sneaker Exit from 1 to 5 as well, sneakerexit.com. You guys have an amazing day. Bye.
So much fun.
Thank you, Marika. Hey, Credit Warrior.
Right. So, Michael said he wanted to take a picture. Okay.